Hola, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's okay. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Hey, Ralph. Hey, I watched 5 of your hours of Hey La La Positivity Palace. I like that channel. I watched your 5 hours on YouTube. We're gonna get right into it. This new policy. I mean, we gotta figure out this algorithm, or else. You know what I mean? We're gonna go right into it. You know, when YouTube first came out in 2005, it was a dating site. I don't know if everybody knows that. YouTube was a dating site. It was like a match and date site. Yeah, that's how it started. And then, you know, Google came along 2006, 2007 and said, hey, we want to buy you up. And then YouTube, they took all this information from all these dates and all that, and it became like a place where you could hold videos, right? YouTube, that's how it first came out. Now, when Google got a hold of it, it kind of started changing things around. It was literally called a video repository. Like all the videos. Hold up, I'm checking my email. You know, they decided to go away from the dating thing, and kind of that's how YouTube got started. So it was really a dating site, and then it became a video where you could hold videos at, and then everybody could like go in there and develop videos. But now, when Google bought it, it became like a platform for like making entertainment videos. So guess what? Not suppository, deposit. There goes. Well, Google bought it for 1.5 billion, and that's when everything started changing. Hey, Akeem, I gotta catch up on your videos. I keep seeing your pop up, and then other things happen. But I'm gonna play your list tomorrow, man. Akeem Hobson, because he's almost there too. We're gonna play your list. We're gonna do a new thing here where everybody picks a playlist and let it play automatically for others to get those minutes. Because it's not about the subs, it's mainly about the minutes. So we can help them out like that too. I got Akeem tomorrow. Well, like later on tonight, when I get on the road, I'm gonna let your playlist play. So, and you know, in 2007, they started putting ads in YouTube in 2007. You know, and they figured, well, that's how I got a lot of subscribers, because you didn't have all these policies. In order to get ad in your channel, all you had to do was just show up. They'll put like the ads on the side or in the bottom. It was no like real partnership program. So as the years went by, I'm getting text. So the YouTube partner program came out, which is what we're dealing with now. You know, on the YouTube, on the partnership, it was kind of helping the creators, like to give us more, like a push to make better videos. You know, and we're gonna pay like a percentage, like a big percentage back then, if you monetized. You know what I mean? But as time went on, the views and the minutes, it kind of started clashing a little bit. Like YouTube was trying to figure it out. They was trying to figure out how to put the minutes, how to put the views, because people were coming in and then going off, and then the ads was still there. I'm getting text on. So the ads were saying, you know, it was kind of misleading the it was leading the creators. All these ads saying we're gonna pay you this and pay you that, you know, and the creators started getting, hey, you're fooling me now. I'm not getting that. So that's one reason I left one of the sites that I was with, because when it comes to money, people get greedy. You know what I mean? So when the partnership program came out, they were concerned with the views, but also for the people to stay there so the ad could be looked at. so they could get paid. So it was kind of a between views and like watching it, and also the minutes. Like they wanted to stay in there. They want you to stay, which is what they're doing now. YouTube don't want you to go out different places, do different things. They want you to stay all in the family. So all these new rules, you know, as the years went by, they started getting more intense. And like the start of 2011, right around there, 2012, is when YouTube kind of made a big decision to go not for views but for minutes, which was a big confusing mess. And also the subscribers, like all those YouTubers, left. You could see on the analytics, if you go back to the analytics for back then, you can see how it dropped down. So, you know, we gotta like understand that these rules are changing every day. So if we are educated on how to retain, let me see, I don't want to bore you to death, so I'm trying to skip a lot of stuff. Like, you got to know the rules and understand them so you can play the game properly. So now, when they made that big change, remember that back in the 2010, they started saying, oh, YouTube is a sellout, because of the fact that they didn't really, it seemed like they didn't care about us. They cared more about the money, which they did. But it was kind of both. But that was like that year where everybody started calling YouTube a sellout, and they started going like to other media. And if you know the history of Google, you understand why all these rules have been there before. This algorithm is mysterious if you're trying to grow your channel, because they kind of left the small channels away and concentrated on the bigger channels. So now you got to help yourself push yourself, because YouTube, even though the algorithm, which is called the Google brain is all robotic. They're going to hire thousands of more moderators and observers to watch profanity and all that. But basically, Google brain, that's the name of the artificial intelligence, is what monitors our views, our habits, and all that. So you really can't outsmart. Like, it's no people there to outsmart. It's just an algorithm. It's like today I did a video, and when I went to the Planet Fitness, the background music got copyrighted, and they took my video down. That video had a lot of views and a lot of people that was helping each other, but the point is, Google's getting real. I mean, YouTube, which is part of Google, they get real strict with the copyright. But it was not my music. It was part of a public place that I was at working out. So I can't call Google and say, hey, can I get that was like a 3-hour video, can I get that back? It's nobody to call. And then when you try to fight it, they give you like limited options, which you can't really fight. So, you know, it'll take a long time to go after that video that they knocked out, that they took off, because of the fact that there's no people in Google. It's artificial intelligence that watches us. So it's okay. It's okay to use sub and all that, all those words. That, you know, what you have to be aware of is that how you use it. Don't say, I'm going to sub for you and you're going to sub for me. Just say, I'm going to subscribe to your channel, and that's it. Don't say, and I want you to subscribe to my channel, because that's what you call pushing and kind of faking subs. And you're helping another channel and he's helping you out without being creative and authentic. So, you know, I don't want to like bore you to death with the history of Google, but you have to understand, like, there's rules for a reason. And if you know how Google came up, you'll understand. As of 2007, Google became like an artificial intelligence with Google. I meant to say YouTube, when Google bought them. When they bought them, they put software in there, just like when you're doing Google search and you see all these miraculous searches. That's how Google is working now. So you got to watch your word. Watch how you interact. Like, you can put emojis, there's nothing against that, but if you put a lot of them, the artificial brain, Google brain, is going to think that's spam, because spam is repetitive. If you do the same thing, that's repetitive, and that's considered spam on YouTube. So the emoji, that's the same thing. What's really important is when somebody clicks into your channel and they stay there for at least 2, 3, 4 minutes. So, and you're wondering, well, why we got to watch a video for 4 or 5 minutes? Because now YouTube won't think that you're a spam bot looking for information or just trying to get a whole bunch of free subs. So, you know, clicking is important. If you go to the new studio, you'll see it's like a design in there that tells you like how long the person was there, where he's from, where the click came from. If the click came from a suggestion of YouTube, that's good. You know, if a click came from a share and all that, it'll tell you all that on the new studio. So you'll know where your channel, see, Google wants you to be part of Google. So if your share came from Facebook, well, that's not good because YouTube is doing away with that. They want you to be all in aware of YouTube. So if the click came from a suggestion, that's good. That means that you're being relevant and they're pushing your channel out. So always, you know, go into the studio and check that out. I know I'm talking a lot and I want everybody here to help each other, but at the same time, it's like this. Like as of 2012, Google wants you to click less. In other words, when you go to a channel, they want you to stay there because that's what the ads are at, right? Especially if you got ads. They don't want you to leave because if you leave, you might go somewhere else, not see the ad, go somewhere else. So it's about retention. And you'll wonder, well, why does Google want me to stay here in a channel? That's why. They don't want you to go to a channel for 30, 10, 1 minute, 10 seconds and leave, because that channel generates traffic, it generates information for the brain, and it's watching you. See, Google watches everything you do. That's why if you like bikinis, you're gonna get suggestions of bikinis. If you like cars, you're gonna get cars. That algorithm is what keeps your channel into the marketing doors. The more channels you visit, the more doors you're gonna open for people to come and click on you so they can see your ads. It's about, see, as of 2012, they want you to click less. Just stay on there, click less. So that's why we keep saying watch a video for 2 or 3, 4 minutes even, because that's what Google wants you to do, and that's how you're gonna keep that subscriber. You know what I mean? It's like a whole thing of like, it's crazy the way this artificial brain thinks at Google. But if you know how to be friends with people, how to subscribe, it's okay. You know, after they did that in 2012, when they switched the views, it dropped. But then the next year, the next quarter, it went 4 times higher in terms of subscribers getting more watched. Like, let's say your video, right? It was getting 5 minutes. When that new algorithm came out in 2012, you was like, oh man, this sucks, right? But then in 3 months, your watch time, because it was important for you to stay at the channel, your watch time went from 3 minutes to like 20. That's good, because that's what YouTube pays you on, is watch hours, not views. So you got to stay there and watch the channel and retain that average of retention rate, click retention rate, or click average too. So the more averages you have in the click, the people that stay there, the faster you get 240,000 hours. You see? So all these new rules is just little bit that before you knew about us here and about, I've been studying this for 10 years. I like analytics. I studied that in college. I got a high grade on that. So I love all that boring stuff. So I'm looking into it. So that's why when I tell you to do something, I try to ease it into you so I don't bore you and kill you. The algorithm's been doing this since 2012, right? All they do is every day they change the rules. So it's nothing fancy. Don't be scared. As long as you're not selling your channel for subs and you're advertising that or you're emailing it, because they'll see that. You know, you can subscribe and help other channels by just being their friend. That's why we say watch the videos. We don't say that to torture you or to make you watch fishing people, submarine, which I love all those things, but some people don't, and they just want to use their channel to get subs, right? So we tell you to watch their channel so you could become their sub, not because see, in 2016 the recommendations on YouTube, the recommendations, when it says see this channel, it went up to 70%. What that means is they've been keeping it in the family since 2015, 14, like 3 years now. But the thing is, they added more stuff because other people figure out the algorithm and they want to get paid like not properly. So that's why they're doing all these scary rules thing. But it's not really scary. If you're subbing and watching the channel, YouTube will see that and they'll give it. Like this morning, I lost eight subscribers due to the fact that sometimes I can't comment. And when you can't comment on a video and leave a remark to offset the artificial brain, the algorithm, it's gonna think you're spam. It's gonna put you in a spam folder, or it's gonna purge that subscriber away, even though you went on there. And when you go back, it'll say, it'll be red with subscribe, like you didn't subscribe, right? You're like, but wait a minute, my comment is there. What happened is you didn't see the video. See, you did comment, which is great, but it's like a look. It's a package. You just can't comment and not do this. It's like you got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it up. Give it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it up. Give it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comment, subscribe, like, boom, and you're in. It's a 4-step process. Then you go to the next video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comment, subscribe, right? Comment, like, subscribe. Go to the next video. It's not that hard. But if you don't do that, the algorithm is just gonna pop you out, purge you out. And the point of this here is to get you to 1,000. After you do that, this right here, what I'm talking about, it's not even important for you. So, but if you want to get to 1,000 without going backwards, like today, I went backwards eight steps, but I also went forward 20. So it's okay because of the fact that I went ahead 20, even though I went back 8. But if you're only going back 1, and you know, if you're going back 8 and then you're only going up 1, that you're not going nowhere. It's going to take you years or months just to even get four subscribers. Okay, and also you got to learn the studio. Go in there, go to settings, go to community, open up community, go all the way to the bottom and see filters. And if you think that Google doesn't like your words, put it in a filter. And Google, it's like kryptonite. Like if you put sub, Google won't see that. So when you're saying sub on your channel, you got to learn how to filter your channel, how to tag your channel, how to use thumbnails. You know, you got to learn how to use proper titles, because that's what the artificial brain is looking at. So guys, we could do this together, man, and it's legal. We're not selling stuff, you know, we're not promoting illegal stuff. All we doing is telling y'all how to stay. Hey Trendon, you tell me, hey R5, I appreciate your visiting. And here, like right now, y'all could go each with at least 5, 10, 15, 20 friends. If y'all do what I said and keep them, right? Hey Trendon, how you making out? I know you would say you were stuck. Tell me the truth. How you making out right now? I'll wait for you to respond. Hey man, I appreciate you for coming here too. Akeem Hobson, I'm gonna put your playlist. Look, I'm gonna write it down. Hold up. I'm gonna put every day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write playlist. And I'm gonna let it play for at least 3 hours. And now I'm gonna play that one. And every day, Akeem, everybody pick a playlist, because it's about views, but more importantly, it's about minutes. Because if you got 5 views and you got 10 views, right? You got 10 views. Each view is a minute, because they came and they left. They came and they left. They came and they left. That's just 10 minutes. But if you go make a video that's like 5 minutes long and you make 5 of them, they watch the whole thing, right? Because it's short. These videos are 30, 40, 50 minutes long. That's just a little bit too long. It's about the views, but it's also about the minutes. And I keep telling this to you guys, you can stay in there. Those 40-minute videos, 2 hours, it's okay. But if you do a whole lot less work for 5 minutes, is going to guarantee you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes versus just 10. 25 minutes, right, versus 10 of like 3 or 4 hours. 5 videos, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So the views is important, but what matters is the minutes. That's how you get paid, and that's how you're gonna get monetized. Because if you want to get 1,000, just to get 1,000, that's fine. But you need to get monetized at 240,000 minutes, 4 hours. That's roughly 10 hours a day for the next 240 minutes, 240 videos. You know what I mean? So it's a lot more technical stuff that I don't want to say because it's boring, but I'll say it through the days and through the weeks. So I'll break it in slowly to you guys, so y'all don't, so it'll become overwhelming. Like click-to rate average. That's so important to keep that person there for the first minute or two so they could stay. Like when you're saying goodbye, right? Goodbye, bye-bye, I'm gonna leave now. This is a long goodbye. Look how long this is. People are gonna start dropping by because that, hello Liz, that's a long goodbye. You don't want them to do that. You want them to stay here so they could go to your next channel, to your next video, or see, the thing is, when you make shorter videos, you want them to see 2 or 3 of them like a TV show, like a soap opera, back to back to back. So when you do the proper title, the proper sequence, when you say goodbye, okay, bye-bye, right? Say it fast and say, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Don't say, hey, I'm going to leave. Bye. I'm still here. Bye. They're going to be dropping off and nobody's going to see your next video or do your next suggestion. And now you're not kind of relevant to the algorithm. Say a quick goodbye, a quick hello, get into the video. And see, I don't got to do a quick introduction or fancy nails at this time, thumbnails, because of the fact that you guys already know what I'm going to bring to you. But if I didn't, if I had a different channel, I'd be like, my channel's information. It's boring, but it helps a little bit. So I don't need that special qualification, like that a special requirement to do thumbnails, this and the third. And again, the same thing with you. Stay focused, say hello real fast, get to the point. Depending on what your channel is, like if it's fishing, of course, that's different. If it's cooking, you got to follow that. So, a cooking channel is going to keep, like if you like cooking, it's going to keep an audience guaranteed longer than a channel that's just like shopping at the mall or talking about the birds and the bees or whatever. If you got a specific niche, like a mechanic that you got to, like if you got to see how a mechanic fixes this, you got to watch the step-by-step process. He's going to retain more. So the click rate average is higher, and that's what YouTube wants. So when you're creating, just imagine, like, hey, when they're gonna watch your channel, they're gonna watch it for a specific purpose. So it's okay. Title, thumbnail. Everybody makes messed up videos. Like, when I first started, I was trying to be a superstar and not be myself because I didn't know nothing about like the new YouTube algorithm, right? I didn't know a whole lot about it. So I'm just like being pretty. But nothing, I was saying nothing was coming out. And we get videos like that and it flops. But the point is, believe in yourself, believe in your craft, stick with it. And like everybody in here, stick with it. Even if 2 people watches this, that's great. 1 person, that's great. And think of it that way. You are competing with yourself. You're not competing with me. You're not competing with Mickey. You're not competing with Ralph. You are competing with yourself. And I'm going to read a couple of comments and then get ready to go. See, when I said that, everybody's going to start leaving. But I'm going to see, it's hard to get 240,000 minutes in a sense, unless you blatantly make videos literally every day. Well, Akeem, if you're on YouTube is not easy peasy work. So being a star, the reason Tom Cruise gets $50 million a movie and Will Smith makes $50 million a movie because it's hard work. And a lot of people's getting paid off of you. Same thing with YouTube. So to get 240,000 minutes, you do a video for 10 minutes every day. Or stretch it out. For 360 days, divide that into 360 and then do a video pertaining to that minute ratio. because YouTube ain't gonna say, well, let's just give everybody subs for free like they used to. They're not gonna push you out there. I seen videos with hot bikini girls that got like 20 views. Yeah, and they even put it on there, hot bikini girls on this channel. Nobody's watching it because it's not about, it's about if I open up a door to you, you're gonna come in through the door. If I keep the door closed, you're not coming in through the door. So to get those doors open is an algorithm that we gotta adhere to. And that's what we're doing here. You know, is it hard? Yeah. I love it. So if you love doing something, Hakeem, if you love doing something, it's not work. I could get up here half asleep, like Mickey XO. Yesterday, she did a feed, besides today's feed, that she was half asleep. She woke up from a power nap, and she went straight into a YouTube feed with a whole bunch of people coming in, right? Same thing with what I do here. I drive 15 hours a day. The next day I get up like it's a new day with nothing behind. I just like, boom, I do it because I love it. Same thing with YouTube. If you're gonna come in here, if you ain't gonna love it, it's gonna be hard to get 240,000 minutes. But if you love it, it's in and out, in and out. If you do that. Hey guys, I love everybody in here. I love Little Ass. I'm gonna render this. There's no music, so I could, you know, the other thing earlier this afternoon while I was working out, from the Planet Fitness, it got deleted. So I apologize for that. I love everybody in here. Don't forget, man, together we're gonna do this.